Okay, this video is gonna be about the Halloween Advent executions for each of the factions, from the Samurai, the Volin, the Vikings, and the Knight, and I will see who I think I like the most, and yeah, let's start. The only thing I will say before is I think this year of the Halloween event in For Honor, I think that is very good with the weapons and other things like the stage. The only thing I don't really like with this Halloween event in For Honor is the different illusion mask. I think that is a bit sad that they only use one kind of mythical creature like a werewolf and a vampire for each of them. I think it should be more nice if they make some more different, like the Vikings get something like special for the Viking culture, so it's more scary, and Japanese get some more for their culture than the Chinese and the Knight. But I like more when there are three different variations. For me, that's more interesting when there's more variation. Like vampires, werewolves is so common to see in fantasy. So it looks good. Don't take me wrong. This looks very good. With the every time For Honor do something, For Honor is one of the best creators in making things look really cool. But yeah, so yeah, I like the Advent, but I'm bit disappointed only in that it is only two variation of the illusion mask. So let us continue. See here. Let's see. Candlelight. Yeah, so you know that all this thing that like all the new elite costumes, elite outfits, and the illusion mask, all the things you can get when you play the game. You get still, you can buy this thing with still, so you don't need to use real money. So yeah, this is just a little thing I want to say. So all this is free. You just need to win, play a different game in For Honor, and you get some still. And I think the illusion masks for the two illusion masks for each faction are think 4,000. Maybe I say wrong now, but I think 4,000 still. Yeah, so you can. It's lots of game money, but you don't need, like, yeah, you can do what you want, but this. Okay, here we go. Yeah, for me it's this too. Like the ornament on the helmet for each faction, like it's the same. For me, it's very important that they are different. I really like variation. Like I really want to see this one belongs to the Wolins, like Jiang Jung or Tiande or Nyuksha, or this one belongs to Shigoku or Kensei or Rochi, or the other one belongs to like the Warden, the Gladiator. The Centurion, the other one belongs to the Highlander and the Valkyria. I like when they are different. I like when they make that is when a different culture aspect to the ornament. I think that's very nice when they are separated. I don't like when everybody have the same thing to the ornament, not like on the head, like ornament. For me, it's take it away a little bit for me, but it's not mean. I like I like all the things else, but these two things, like the illusion masks and this thing, is a bit yeah, yeah. But they are really cool. Let's continue. Oh, sorry for that. I say wrong. It's 20,000 still. Sorry for that. I said before. And yeah, but what I think looks the coolest of them. If I have to choose, I don't really like any of them so much. But if I really have to choose, where I want to, where I should, if I was forced to buy something, then probably I'm gonna take the. I'm not sure. Maybe the. I think the no. I think the vampire. I think I like more the vampire. Uh, in that aspect, but it's not my favorite at all. Any of them. There's really I prefer much more the Halloween illusion mask. Last year, really, it was much more cooler illusion mask, and this one I really like the Wolins the year before with the Sharapoka. I think the name, the illusion mask for the Wolin was Sharapoka. I really like this one, but this one is too generic for me. It's too much like too much. It's too common for me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the executioner for the night faction with I think let's see. Yeah, the vampires there, and that is for me is that night. I don't try to be like really to hate the night factions, ornaments or executions or illusion. But for me, it's something like the night is always for me the last. I don't know why, but it's always last for me. The night, it's really hard. Let's see what the other one brings. Okay. This one looks really nice from the Vikings, where the werewolf slayer. I really like this one. This one is probably gonna get with the for the Vikings. The werewolf slayer. It looks very nice. the the deaf team really don't like the Woolins. It looks like that. Like it's like to be a For Honor member in the For Honor community is like very interesting. Like it's almost like you are in a football team or a football fan. Like you are in a football stadium. It's similar to play For Honor. You're like a football fan or you're a For Honor fan. It's like each body hates each other very very much in the game way, not in real life of course, but in like you really like, are you a Wolin player, you're despising the Vikings or the Samurai faction, but you don't. What I mean is you don't despise the people behind it, but it's like a rivalry, almost like a rivalry play. Like you can almost say this like I really like that. If it is almost like you build up something, like what you can say, like almost like you are the story in the game. Like the fans are the story in the game. The fans some brings up the each faction they play for them with their heart. This is the special thing with the For Honor. We are like, for us, it's like For Honor is a game for us that for me, and I think for many other people, that For Honor is a game that people love because of the things they can put into it, like who people believe who they're connected with the Vikings, who people are in game term now connected with the Vikings, people are connected with the Knights, people are connected with the Samurais, people are connected with the Wolin, like me, so I'm connected with the Wolins. This is special for us. Like for us, it's like each weapon, each ornament, each is like people always like to compare. We want our factions to looks the nicest and looks the most astonished, this kind of thing. And I can always say right now, I almost always gonna be biased to my faction because I love my faction the most. So that is maybe very unprofessional to do that, but for me it's like this hard to not do that. For me, I always gonna think that the Wolin have the nicest weapons, the nicest ornament, and the other person maybe will absolutely think that the Samurai faction have the nicest thing. So that is, I think, for each of us is what we like. We always gonna stand behind in that way. So yeah. And here comes my favorites: the Wolin and the jumping vampire. Jumping zombie. Yeah. And I think this one looks the nicest for me. And what everybody else thinks is what they think. And I think for each of the factions have always gonna be some interesting thing for some people. Yeah, this is what I want to say, and yeah.